Thank you. Thanks, Phil. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. I'm one of the few speakers who isn't called Matt today. I'm Jon from Knowledge Transfer Network. The Knowledge Transfer Network is a pretty simple organisation, but you may not have heard of it. Basically, what it does is easy. We work to encourage and help businesses, entrepreneurs, academics, and funders to work together. So an example of that, I'm really pleased that Anthony, you're here today to talk about your project and what it's been like working with Innovate UK. That was a project where in my old job at Nesta, we worked really harmoniously with Innovate UK as funders to work together to identify that we thought there was an opportunity in hyperlocal. And so as funders, we effectively brought those two funding organisations together to issue calls in an area that we thought was strategically important. But quite often we bring together businesses, and I suppose, and we're a network of 70,000 businesses across many different sectors, from space through to agri-food, through to digital as well, healthcare, transport, those kind of sectors. So quite often the types of conversations that we have with businesses looking to collaborate begin with the question, how do I work with this particular sector? Or I'm looking for someone to work with here. Or perhaps they're looking to apply for Innovate UK funding and they want collaborations to be working with other partners or universities or research teams, that kind of stuff. So we exist basically to bring you together with other people who can help you achieve your projects. The other thing that we do is we help to promote opportunities, and that could be, we help you to get investment. Where are the opportunities for seeking investment? That could be grants, might be loan finance, might be crowdfunding. And that's really what I want to talk to you today. I'm only going to talk for a couple of minutes, really, because the less I talk, the more I can meet you guys and talk to you and get to know about your businesses. But as Phil said at the beginning of this afternoon, it's really incredibly difficult if you're a digital business to sort of navigate through all of the different opportunities available. And I've just started really at the Knowledge Transfer Network. I've been here 6 weeks. And that was what struck me as well. Then the first day, actually there are loads of different Innovate UK funding opportunities, but there are also other opportunities around. There's loads of events, there's loads of market research. All of that is really useful if you're a digital business, but cutting through that and finding that is very difficult. So I'm just here to talk about this, which is pretty simple, which is it's a digital business briefing. I produce this every month. If you Google digital business briefing, I think it will come up as the first thing. I think August's will come up and September's is the second link. And I just wanted to sort of, I'm not going to run through this with you because you can find it yourselves after the session. Google digital business briefing. But what I've tried to do is basically bring together a digest for you of all the useful information that you, if you're a digital business, might need to know. And that includes funding calls which are open, other types of funding which might be available. There might be support which isn't about investment or finance. It might be mentoring, or it might be network stuff that you might find useful. If you're an existing digital business, your support needs might be slightly different. For example, you might be interested in if you're an established digital business, you might be interested in a mentoring program that Nesta runs for established digital businesses. It's a digest of events and training and other useful market research. So I'll just give a couple of examples. Basically, Matt earlier mentioned the IC Tomorrow Connected Cities, which is a competition which is open at the moment, up to 35k. On each of these slides, you just have a simple link to the website that actually you can apply from that website. So I try to keep this as pared down and brand free as possible, but to be able to give you a quick link. When I spot an interesting funding call that I think digital businesses might be interested in, I put them on. They're not all Innovate UK. And in some cases, I try to think sort of laterally as well. So, for example, one of the funding calls at the moment, which I think digital businesses could be interested in, is introducing driverless cars to the UK. Now, I know for a fact that car manufacturers are looking for digital businesses to work with them to help develop prototype service propositions. So that might be useful for you. And there are other sort of sectors looking to work with you as well. So I try and highlight that. Also highlight things like the Funding Central website and the Finance Finder. Can I just ask, do you guys know about these sort of websites that tell you what funding's available? Just put your hands up. One of you? Yeah, okay. So these are links to fantastic websites that you type in your postcode, you type in the sorts of investment or finance that you're looking for, and they show you what funding is available. So for example, on Finance Finder, as of last week, there are 754 open funding calls. Some of those are loans, some of them are grants, some of them are investment schemes. So there's plenty out there if you're looking for finance. And again, just some examples really of if you're an existing digital business, you know, there are other sort of support mechanisms like Growth Accelerator run by the government. If you're looking for angel investors and angel listers, and these change. This is only the second time that I've done this. So if there's something that you think is missing from this slide deck, by all means, drop me an email and tell me about it, and we'll progress this and make it better. I publish this every month. So if, for example, you know of some fantastic events that are on that you think, gosh, actually, I'd really like to promote my event, please put it on here. In many cases, where there are very good trade associations who already pull together a digest of events, for example, Wired Sussex, I point to those as well. So there's no point in reinventing the wheel. Basically, if there are websites that aggregate these things, then I just point to them rather than try and put them down. And finally, I suppose, what I've tried to gather together is useful market research. So, for example, a month ago, Ofcom published its annual communications market report. It's quite a big report, but its executive summary is excellent. That tells you everything you need to know, for example, about market size in the UK. So if you're pulling together an application for an Innovate UK competition, and one of the questions, which it will be in the application form, is what's your market size, some of these market research reports furnish you with all of the information that you need in order to put together a really good application. As I say, it's work in progress. If you want a notification in your inbox every month, then you just have to send us an email here. We don't get you to fill in an online form for that at the moment, because what we encourage you to do, as well as sort of send us an email to say I'd like to register, is also we ask you for comments. So if it's been useful, we'd like to know about it. If there is information which is superfluous, we'd like to know about it. If we've missed anything, we'd like to know about it. I really hope that you'll Google it and find it useful. Thanks very much. Look forward to meeting you later. Cheers.